it'll burn out whatever, whoever's abyss it might be. Remove these. Ask the people what they have. Everybody from our garden to your garden or wherever you are right now. We're gonna give you a tour of our garden. Today is probably one of our last nice 80-degree warm days, so we're savoring our time out here in the garden, eating raspberries and hanging out, enjoying the day. Here's our raspberries. It's a thornless, what do they call this, semi-erect or whatever, raspberry. Joan J. Really nice. For our home needs, the ever-bearing raspberry is just delightful. We've gotten them, intermittently from spring to now. And, you can taste what's going on. When there's a lot of rain, they're a little less sweet. When it's really dry or hot, they produce less, but otherwise they produce good intermittently from spring until fall.
So some here. And the birds have their feast in the evenings, and we do too. So that's sweet.
Speaking of the birds,
make sure that we get their water ready.
Keep your bird bath full of fresh, clean water. Your local wildlife will appreciate you. Really, it should be renamed because I see so many bees and other pollinators also taking advantage of this water, so it's not just for birds.
Sweet. So what do you have growing in the garden at this time of year?
We also have this peach tree, so the raspberries and the peach are the entrance here to the garden. Underneath the peach we have a couple more raspberries. Yarrow City, we have that everywhere. Strawberries, Over there, there's rosemary, calendula, spotted bee balm, echinacea, other stuff. All living in a peach tree guild.
Some supporting plants.
Here in the central bed, we still have this nice basil. You can see some cold damage as we get cold nights in the 40s a lot. But it's still hanging on there. There's some good leaves. This is called cardinal basil. Its flavor is a little more closer to the Thai basil end of the palette. We have Swiss chard, strawberries, and sorrel, of course, is the
main attraction
of this bed and of the whole garden right now. You know, I think you mentioned this, but it's kind of hard to do a fall garden because the sorrel all becomes like tree sized, and so most of the beds are taken over with sorrel. We also have this Tulsi basil growing nicely, some turmeric, celery, chard. Those peppers seem done, but they're there. Yarrow, more yarrow.
More yarrow.
More sorrel everywhere. These ones are so beautiful.
Oh, you're making a pathway for me to come through?
I sure am. I'm trying. Over here, we have some of our later ripening peppers are still hanging out heavily, especially the Sugar Rush Peach. This is such a nice pepper. The plants are pretty productive, but wow, it really takes a long time for those peppers to turn their iconic peach color. So we have a bunch of Sugar Rush Peach peppers in here, and just giving them their time, waiting. Here we have Shadow Benny at the bottom, and some beets, which are peppered around pretty much everywhere. And this cucumber seems pretty done. They have flowers, but I don't see any cucumbers on there. More sorrel, and that's pretty much what's going on in this bed right now.
This sorrel is huge, by the way. And it toppled over, so we have some parts of it tied up. So it's kind of tricky to get through here. I got through. So we definitely need to start harvesting the sorrels soon.
You know, we're reluctant to start because you have to let the calyxes get nice and ripe to make sure that the seeds will germinate. So you don't want to harvest them too small. All right, today we're going to talk about a special hot pepper. It's called Sakai Lani Lali. It is from Madagascar originally. We found the plant to be exceedingly productive, and I find myself feeling especially festive here in the October holiday season. It kind of looks like it could be a mini pumpkin. Here, can you hold this? I'm going to go hold this up to the camera.
Okay. It's so cute. But it does go to red.
Yeah.
It rhymes fully red, I think.
And it produced for us, I would say it was an earlier producer, but it doesn't really fully get going and give you this monster production until later in the season. And it's been super productive for us, and I was hoping that we could taste it today.
I didn't remember that part.
Pepper tasting.
Okay, you want to? I'll just bite this.
Well, we should. I don't want to spoil more than one. I think we should bite the same one.
Okay.
Should I go get a knife, or should we just bite and bite?
Bite, because we have so much.
Okay. All right.
So it doesn't matter.
Oh, come on. Oh, so you don't want to share one? You want to?
No, we can't share. No, we can't share.
All right.
You go first. Bright.
Yeah, very fruity.
Bright and citrusy.
It gives you that like sweetness that's similar to a bell pepper. It's very sweet. This one doesn't seem that hot to me. Or maybe I had a small bite.
It's not hot.
You want another bite?
I don't taste any heat, but it does get hot.
Yeah, it's supposedly a hot pepper. I'm gonna take a larger bite. Is that playing with fire?
No. For me, it's better to taste like.
Oh yeah, I feel the heat now. No, taste it now.
No, it's very hot. I know it's very hot.
So it starts off like fresh, and then it gives this like citrusy, hot flavor, and it's just like heat. Like I feel it super hot spreading on my tongue right now. It's like a moderate sized bite, but but it's very pleasant. It's not overly burning, but you can feel the like pepper oils or whatever it is like spreading around your throat. Like I tasted it with the tip of my tongue, and like the burning slowly reached across my tongue and now has reached the back of my throat. It's delicious.
You love
It's
it?
bell peppery, it's citrusy, it's bright, it's fresh tasting.
It's very good. It's productive. We've only grown it in a pot so far these past few seasons. We haven't put it in the ground. I have a good mind that if we put it in the ground, we'll get a lot from it, a lot more.
And the heat, as far as the flavor, is just like lingering, really pleasant. It doesn't make me feel like I'm gonna cry or like I'm in pain, but it's hot and it is very present and flavorful. And oh wow, I love this pepper. Sakai Lani Lali.
Thank you, Madagascar.
Taste it raw, yeah. Shout out to Malagasy food, which I can only imagine is delicious if they use a lot of this pepper. Let's check it out. Kind of a diversity of peppers. Some of them have this like little pointed shape for the bottom.
And then sometimes it just gets boxed up.
Yeah, sometimes they look kind of like this. Hugely productive, really delicious. I feel like not dangerous, but very pleasantly spicy. As someone who loves hot food, I find it very enjoyably spicy. Check out the Sakai Lani Lali. And any other reflections on growing it, Natty?
No, it responds well to good treatment.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. Other than that, I would say there was like 1 or 2 times that the leaves yellowed, but it really came back. Especially it liked that seaweed fertilizer, I think, that you gave it.
The kelp, yeah. That's what I mean. It responds quickly to being treated well.
Sakai Lani Lali, highly recommended. I would say this is like a must grow in the garden. It's delicious, versatile.
Yeah. One of the best.
All right, how you feeling?
Feeling good.
Yes, ginger. Oof.
Ginger harvest. Gorgeous.